Hello everybody, I'm Hartdrecken from Europe and I want to teach you about how to jungle Shaco, how to destroy the enemy jungle and how to hardcore counter jungle them scrubs. So, we want to talk about Shaco's abilities, Runes Masteries Summoner spells, your favorite item choices, your goals in early game, mid game and late game, and I have some special tricks for you. Okay guys, now we talk about Shaco's abilities and how to really raid push them, okay? Listen, first of all your passive backstab, that's pretty sick passive. It's 20% bonus damage on every spell you hit from behind and every enemy you hit from behind. That's very good because most enemies will run away from Shaco. He's a beast and that's why they run, and then you can hit them in the back and deal more damage to them pussies. Okay, this first ability, Deceive, it's a flash, it's a 100% critical strike chance, and it's a stealth, man. This skill is really sick. It's the best skill for ganking in the whole fucking game. But you want to only put 1 point in that skill and don't max it out, because it's a 1 point wonder. His next ability, Jack in the Box. Man, this skill is very awesome. It's your main skill to clear the jungle. You can drop boxes at the blue buff and the boxes will clear the buff for you and you don't even have to do shit. You will max that spell out at second. The first spell you max is 2-shift poison. This is a very insane spell. It's sick, man. It has a passive and an active. His passive is you will slow them pussies, okay? You will poison them pussies, and you will deal more damage. And if you throw the dagger of 2-shift poison in their face, you will deal a lot of damage. You will slow them enemies for 3 seconds, and you will also have a chance that creeps in the jungle don't hit you. They don't do damage. Because you're Shaco and you're insane and you leveling up 2-shift poison, that's a shit, man. Okay. His ultimate is one of the best ultimates in the whole game. It's you create a clone of yourself. Okay? There are 2 Shacos in the game right now. It's 6v5. Sometimes it's 6v4 because one is already AFK. Because you're rocking them shit. Okay, you will create a clone of yourself. The clone will deal 75% of your damage. That's very sick. You can control the clone. Okay, what you have to know is the clone does not cast your abilities. That's a little bit, yeah, that can be fixed, but then it would be OP, I think. So you can create the clone to block abilities like Caitlyn ultimate, or you can cast your ultimate because you will become invulnerable for 0.5 seconds. So if an Ashe arrow comes to your face, you say fuck you, man, I will drop my fucking ultimate and I will dodge damn shit because I'm fucking Shaco, and then there's 2 Shacos fucking them Ashe in their face. That's a shit, man. That's a really pretty sick ultimate. Okay, now we want to talk about Shaco's masteries and runes. We will put 1 point in Summon of Wrath because if you choose Exhaust, you will drop them enemies armor and magic resistance by 10, and if you choose Ignite, you will get bonus attack damage by using Ignite. That's nice. We will put 4 points into Fury because of the attack speed. 4 points into Deadliness because we are deadly and we need them attack damage. 1 point in that one. 2 points in Brute Force because of the attack damage. 2 points in that, critical strike damage, pretty straightforward. And this is a very sick mastery for Shaco. It's Frenzy. You will get 10% attack damage for 2 seconds every time you crit. And remember, every time you use Deceive, you will crit for 100%. So, you go to that enemy with Deceive, hit them, and then you get attack speed from that. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, armor penetration and executioner for increased damage dealt to targets below 50% health. That's damn shit. So we will just put 2 points into defensive tree because we don't need that much defense. It's mainly for smite, bonus gold, always nice on junglers, and tough skin, because we have a tough skin and we will take less damage from the monsters in the jungle. So the utility tree, we will put 7 points there. So first is for the extra movement speed when you're out of combat, because you will roam a lot and you will be a lot out of combat by roaming them lanes and them jungle. Okay, the mana regeneration is always nice because sometimes the mid laner wants to have the blue buff from Shaco, I don't know why, but sometimes then you need the extra mana regeneration. And this improved recall, okay? Everybody thinks that shit. Haha, they don't play Shaco, man. This is a very, very good spell because you will have that situations where 5 enemies are hunting you because you are fucking fat, sick, you are the best player, you are Shaco, and then you will deceive away in the next bush or something like that, and you will recall. And if you don't have that mastery, oh my god, you will recall too slow. You need that. Okay, now we go about the rune page. It's about attack speed for clearing, it's about armor for stay longer in the jungle, armor penetration, and magic resist. You can always swap them magic resist things up for magic resist per level, but a lot of junglers will use magic resistance per level because they will scale into late game, play the Baron shit and so on. But we are Shaco, we want to end the game in 20 minutes, every game. So we don't need level scaling up shit, we need the magic resistance now, not later. Okay, now we want to talk about summoner spells. What you need for Shaco. First of all, you need smite, of course, to smite them dragons, smite them buffs, smite all them shit, okay? Even smite Vex passive. Okay, and then you have 4 viable options for Shaco. First of all, the one I use, Ignite, because you will deal bonus damage, and it's true damage, and you will get that 5 extra attack damage from the if it's on cooldown. Okay, the next one I sometimes use is Exhaust, just because a lot of 1v1 situations against champions that deal a lot of damage or will run away or stuff like that, then you choose Exhaust. And you can choose Exhaust if your support doesn't want to, and then you have an Exhaust for team fights or something. Okay, the third one you can choose is Ghost. That's for split pushing and stuff, running away from the enemies. And the fourth option is also split pushing, it's Teleport. Most of the time you will get reported, or people say you're trolling because you use Teleport, but it's actually good on Shaco because you can push the bottom lane, okay, push them to the tower, and then all the enemies come down to stop you. Then you just teleport top and push there. That's really, really good. Okay guys, now we talk about some items that are good on Shaco in my opinion. The first thing you have to know is, if you're buying items on Jungle Shaco, you have to buy the most cost efficient items you can get for that situation. So don't follow all that guides. They buy Infinity's Edge, buy fucking Warmox, buy I don't know, man. The fucking Guardian's Angel, Triforce, and the Morph of Malmodius and all that shit, man. That's expensive. You won't get that much money because the enemies will surrender at 20 for sure. So, just hop over that items that I think are good on Jungle Shaco. First of all, it's the Hex Drinker. It's a very good item against heavy AP teams, as well as Wit's End, which is also very good. The difference is that the Hex Drinker will give you AD and this one will give you attack speed. One of the main items is the Brutalizer, just because of cooldown reduction, damage, armor penetration. Very, very good and cost efficient item, and you can build that into the Black Cleaver. Okay, I got Triforce over here just because of the component, okay? Phage is a very good item on Shaco just because of the slow, and it will stack with your slow from your passive of 2 shift poison. Also Zeal. If you, for example, buy a Zeal and you want to buy Triforce, but then the game doesn't work out that well and you have to go split push, then you can buy this one into the static shift, which is also a very good item, and it will build out of the Zeal. Okay, Last Whisper, of course, for late game, armor penetration. I don't have to explain that. Okay, for defensive choice is sometimes you will get Warmarks, but I think Sunfire Cape is much better, just because if you use your ultimate, the Sunfire will stack on your clone, so you have 2 Sunfire Capes at once. It's double damage, man, double damage. The next item is the Bloodthirster. It's a little bit expensive. If you're very far ahead, you will get the Bloodthirster. If you're not that far ahead, you will go for the Blade of the Rune King, because I don't know where is that shit. It's over here. Okay, Blade of the Rune King, best item on Shaco. This is what I want to say. It's a fucking best item. It's attack speed. It's fucking lifesteal. Okay. And it's damage, and it has an active where you can slow them enemies. This is the best item you will always get. Blade of the Rune King in every fucking game. Okay, this Black Cleaver, yeah, very straightforward, just because your clone also procs Black Cleaver passive, more damage. Also, you get life out of this one. Okay, Phantom Dancer. Of course, Phantom Dancer, attack speed, critical strike chance, movement speed, and you will ignore unit collision. This is very good if you run away, run through the lanes, and don't get blocked by the minions. This one is very important for Shaco, because you will counter jungle a lot. You have your Jack in the Box, of course, man, but they can be popped. Your sidewalls can't be popped. You will always have one, or just always by 2 wards toward the jungle entrance and the buff, and then you're safe. And you have your Jack in the Box also on top of that. Humus, a good choice. I don't buy it that often because I don't know, man. I don't like it, I think, but it's good. It's an active where you have more attack speed and stuff like that. It's a very good item. You can also build it. Out of the Hex Drinker, more of Malmodius if it goes into late game. Blade of the Rune King, we already got that. We already got Static Shift for split pushing. Hydra, this one is very expensive, but it's actually very good. It's a very good item on AD Shaco. Just like Zephyr, it's very rare build, but it's a good item. It's movement speed. You want movement speed, you want cooldown reduction, you want attack speed and attack damage, and you also have tenacity on this item. That's very good, because I prefer the boots with attack speed, and then I don't get the tenacity boots, and then you can have this item where you have your tenacity. Just because you get TC'd a lot and stuff like that, it's very good item choice. Okay, and if you choose the Spirit Stone over Madrid, then you will build it into the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, because you can really use all the stats: attack damage, health regeneration, mana regeneration, cooldown reduction, and the extra true damage from your spells and from your basic attacks. It's a very good item, but I think that getting Madrids and then buying Blade of the Rune King, buying the attack speed, Phage, Trinity Force, all that shit is much better than going for Spirit of the Elder Lizard. Okay guys, that was enough theory. Now we hop into that game I recorded especially for you. It's a regular 2.1k elo solo queue game. I was dual queuing with my brother, he's Cassidin. I will start the game and I will commentate it for you, and make sure to listen closely because you will get insight of my thought process. Okay, we are at the very start of the game, and in this game I want to focus on counter jungling because we are against an Mew, and he's very weak in the jungle, especially in early levels. So I dropped my boxes at blue buff, and just because I want to just counter jungle, could just fuck them bitch up, I don't do the wolves. I don't need the wolves. You will see it. You will see that later. So this is pretty straightforward, dropping them boxes, dancing a bit around with the Misfortune, Lulu and them stuff, and then I told them they can leave because I don't need help, my boxes will do them shit for me. So clearing the blue buff, don't use smite, that's the first rule, don't use smite. So I choose at my second spell Deceive, just because of the counter jungling. For normal route, when I farm my own jungle, I would have skilled 2-shift poison. So, and this is a magic trick by myself. This box, the best box spot by counter jungling the enemy red buff ever. So why do I drop that box over here? It's just because if you drop the box in that bush, the enemy jungler will always check that bush, okay? They will check that bush because you're Shaco and they know, okay, maybe they counter jungle me. I will drop that box over here, so if they come, walk that way, check them bush, I will just walk out of that bush in that bush over here, and they won't even notice that I'm there, and they think that they are safe. And I have the vision of the red buff just because of my box. So I will drop another box because 2 boxes deal more damage than 1 box. Simple. And then I go in that bush to check if he's on the race. Okay, he's not. And then he arrives at the red buff. So this is also a very good explanation. It's not an explanation. It's a very good example. That's what I want to say. It's a good example now. Okay, there are 2 possibilities now. What I can do. I can just deceive in. But then he maybe will see my smoke of the deceive, and that's not the way I want to go, because I don't want him to know that I am here and I am fucking get the red buff and kill that bitch. Okay, let's hop into that. I will drop a box right behind him because of my passive, and because he's scared, he chooses to smite that shit. I don't know why. And then it's pretty easy for me to just smite it away from him. and I got the red buff, and I hunt him down. I ignite that guy for that bonus damage, bonus attack damage and ability power, and chase him. I told my brother to calm down and fight with me, but he can't. He calms down, but he can't fight because Cassidy level 2 is not that scary at all. Okay, and I decided to go back. Fucking a bitch, there he is again. I deceive him. I thought he would go in and be feared and I would kill him, but no. Okay, I drop a box just because if the bottom lane is coming, then this box will cover my ass. And for some odd reason, he just starts jungling. Okay, this is also a good example. He cleared the small raid and leave the big raid over there. I can just steal it away, get the gold. He rocks into that, and then he knows that I dropped the box right there. I don't know why he flashed that way, but he's scared, man. He's scared. I got first blood. I'm Shaco. Yeah, man. That's the way you want to start a game. Okay. For my next trick, I'll make you disappear. I make the bottom lane disappear. I drop the box to clear the golems. Throw my 2-shift poison. That was actually a good idea to deal even more damage. And then I go bottom. I walk into that bush and right on the edge of the bush, because then the golem will reset. I go bottom, drop a box so I don't get tower aggro at all. I just let them know I am here to fuck you up. I will kill you. Let's see. Okay, first one is down. And that Tarek, man, he's scared. He's scared. I throw my 2-shift to get an assist. I don't want to get the kill, but for some reason Lulu goes away. I don't know why. Okay, attack that. Misfortune comes and clean that one off. Nice one. So it's the first 4.5 minutes in the game. It's 3-0 because of Shaco. I am 1-0-1. 1 kill, 1 assist. I will port back to base. Okay, and what would I buy? I think there are 2 options. You can go for Madred's Razor to clear the jungle. It's actually a better choice. I don't know why I choose the Spirit Stone. It's also good. Spirit of the Lizard Elder is a very good choice, but it's expensive. I think I just bought it because I was very far ahead. Okay, just look at the lanes. Look at the lane's HP. And then just go to my red buff. Clear my red buff. Always put the box behind that monster to get that bonus 20% damage from your passive, and use your spells to clear the jungle. Always use 2-shift. It's bonus damage. You will clear the jungle even faster. So what you can see is I'm already level 4 and I will be level 5 very, very soon. The Amumu was level 3, I think. He has no buffs. He has no jungling camp that he can clear, because I took the big golem, I took the race, and now I will go and I will get the wolves. What I did here was popping a box right there. You always, if you are in that spot of the enemy jungle, you have to look up for 2 things. Okay, make sure that the enemy jungler was seen somewhere in the bottom jungle. And the second thing, if you want to drop box in that spot, you have to be aware of the minions of your lane. If the minions are right here, they can see you, and you know, then you're spotted. That's not what you want. Okay, He got dived. They can't see me. I don't got an assist, but I got the XP. That's fair enough. I will reward the enemy blue buff because it will spawn at 7:30 or something in about 1 minute. Then I go to the wolves, drop a box over there. I don't want a box to help me clear. I want the box to protect me from the enemy jungle or the enemy champions. Okay, this one we can skip. We didn't kill him. I don't know, man. And then Amumu comes up. I'm very low, but that's also a thing you want to know about Shaco is even if you're low, you're playing with their minds. Okay? They think they can kill you, but I got 3 pots, man. I got 600 health that I can get back, and I will use them pots. Okay, go on. He walks into the bush, gets feared, gets damaged. To shift him, he misses his bandage toss. I will ward that because I will have full vision on him now. I know he's half HP. Executioner, the mastery, will help me to bring him down. He's too scared to take his blue buff. But there comes the Twisted Fate ultimate. And that's also a key point. Now they can see me. Now Amumu knows I'm over half HP. I'm in his jungle. Okay? He won't come close now. But use the Twisted Fate ultimate to your advantage. What I do is I now walk straight up to the top lane where Twisted Fate tries to kill the dead. But I won't go, okay? I just walk up until the ultimate is down. Now it's down, I will walk back. And Amumu thinks that I am now on top lane. And then that's why he walked back. He saw my box, he said, okay, fuck, I have to recall. I will go back. And then me and my bro, fuck that shit, man. We'll go and kill that bitch. Deceive over the wall, attack him, walk, always walk in between your attacks, place a box, and that way he would escape and kill him. So that's a pretty straightforward game. It's a very good game for us, but that's the way you want to start with your Shaco in the jungle. You don't want to get Counterjungle. You can use your boxes to protect yourself from getting Counterjungled if you're scared, if the enemy team has Blitzcrank, Thresh, or something with stupid grabs, okay? But you always want to be scary. You want the enemies to think, oh my god, Shaco's somewhere around here. He can fuck me up so easy. Maybe they're going to buy pink wards. Maybe they're going to buy even more normal wards just to protect their jungler. There are two things, okay, you can do with Shaco. I will hop right into that scene. 2 things. First thing is, you can hardcore counter jungle like I do. I think that's the best way, because in that way you impact the jungle, you will kill the jungler, and you will force the lanes to come and help the jungler in the jungle, so your lanes get an advantage out of that. The second thing you can do is clear your own jungle and gank the lanes, but that's not the best way, because they're playing very safe, they're warding a lot. Even with the new ward items, it's hard to gank even for Shaco, and that's why I prefer the very old hardcore counter jungling stuff shit. Okay guys, thank you for watching my Shaco jungle hardcore counter jungling 2.1k elo guide. I hope you learned a lot. If you have some questions, put it in the comments down below, or check out my stream at twitch.tv/Hartdrecken or my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hartdrecken. Check out my other videos, check out my live stream, play with me, play them games, and make sure to subscribe and follow my channel. I would really appreciate that. Thank you.